What's up, people? It's Xano X, and today I thought I would do another review movie of Elio. And I must say, this movie definitely did. It was alright. Just for the most part, because that's what I really enjoyed. Sorry about that pause. It had like a little glitch and a miss in the middle. So, yeah, this movie, I know that this movie didn't do all that well. I mean, next to the other movie I just did a review of, K-pop Demon Hunters, that shit is, I mean, you can watch the video too. That shit is doing really, really good right now. But Ely, on the other hand, it's not doing as good. I mean, I watched the movie and I thought it was a fun ride and everything, but it's just the problem with the movie, even I noticed this was the movie, is that it has a similar premise, not exactly the same, but very, very similar in that basically, um, like the whole outer space thing and about family type of thing, like Lilo and Stitch did. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying exactly the same, but it's kind of like following a similar message or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, like I know that this movie could have done better. And honestly, I didn't think the movie was bad. I mean, like I said, the movie in the box office itself, it didn't do all that great on the bigger, grander scheme of things. But on the other hand, basically, like with all the other shit, especially the Lilo and Stitch movie with the remake, live action, whatever you want to call it, that one because of nostalgia, that's the only reason why that's doing so well. But Elio, even though it is kind of an IP, so kind of sort of, it still kind of failed to do what it was supposed to deliver. And I think that's what the real problem is with this movie, is that it was rather underwhelming instead, because a lot of people will say, and I've listened to other people say this, where even reviews like mine, they say that it's not anything too extraordinary, which, to be honest, I kind of have to agree with that statement. And I'm not just saying that because of what someone else, I'm saying it from my own perspective when I'm watching the movies, that it's a fun ride, but but along the way, and like in the ending of the stuff, it's like it is kind of underwhelming in that nothing extraordinarily goes on. And what I mean by that is like, yes, he wants to be abducted by aliens, even though in the original pitch that wasn't really the idea. Then it happens, he does become that, and then he gets to kind of do what he wanted to do. Then he has alien friends. He goes back to Earth. He tries to save his alien friend, and then that's pretty much all the movie. It's like I said, it's a fun ride for me, but overall, in the epilogue of things, like my final thoughts, yeah, it's not delivering too much. And that's saying a lot with Pixar and all the rest of the other shit that's owned by Disney. It's like, because like I said, the K-pop Demon Hunters, that shit landed so hard. I don't mean to keep bringing up in this video, but real quick, is that movie's soundtracks are even doing good while Elio is still not looking financially great. Yeah, Elio is essentially just basically, like, I won't say it's as bad as, like, okay, I won't say it's on the level of like Snow White bad. I know, I wouldn't say that. I also wouldn't say this on the level of that other movie that came out that was also not all that great. Even got forgotten. That was supposed to like at least do well. Another Pixar film. Like lately, Elemental. Okay, I did like Elemental, but now looking at Elio, it's like this shit isn't really something you would say, oh, I remember this movie. Oh, that was nostalgic. Yeah, this isn't in that kind of level. Like I said, don't get me wrong, it's a fun ride, but then afterwards it's kind of like, you know, that's not really something you recommend necessarily. I'm talking about like if people already watched it, it's like in years past by, it's like, do you really see it as memorable? Yeah, this movie's not memorable. That's probably the best way for me to put it. Like, again, I know it's probably making me sound like it's a bad movie. It's not. It's just it doesn't really even impact. Maybe the best way for me to put this, and might as well, even though I think this might be kind of sad for me to say this, but might as well say it. It's kind of mid. I'm gonna say this. It's just kind of mid. Like I said, it's not bad, but then it's not extraordinary either. So it's kind of, like I said, kind of mid. I mean, like I said, the plot itself, like I said, I enjoy the ride, but overall, it's like, what really did that kind of put anything to make me? Because this movie, this isn't the kind of movie where you want to be like, oh, I want to see a second one, or oh, I want to see this shit continue to a franchise. Yeah, you're not gonna get that kind of energy. Any of you who's already watched this movie or was about to watch this movie, you're not gonna get that kind of energy from it. Like, oh, I want to see more of this shit. Oh, I want to see. I definitely want to pay more. Yeah, you're not gonna have that kind of energy for this movie. Sorry, but it's kind of true. Like I said, don't get me wrong. Like I enjoyed it, but again, it's kind of like a Riot of the Week kind of thing. It's not a massive. It's not like a massive like. You're not like really into it. Even the original pitch sounded more interesting, but yeah, it's like it's not like, oh, I really want to watch this movie. Oh, I really want to get into that. Yeah, you're not going to have that kind of energy. Like I said, it's like you watch it, but then afterwards, it's kind of like forgettable. I hate to say that, but that's kind of the truth. This is obviously not the best review because of how poorly Elio is done, even though I did enjoy the ride. But like I said, it's not. Like I said, I hate to use this example again, but this is just recently K-pop Demon Hunters from Netflix. People even said that should have been in theaters, and I believe that should have been the case so as well. I literally just said a Hispanic word on accident, but but yeah, like I said, this movie it didn't do like it should have. Like I said, it's almost kind of like when I think of Elemental. You look at Elio. Shit is not exactly gonna leave an impression. Afterwards, you might even forget it even existed. Right, just right after finishing watching it. So yeah, like I said, sadly, this is not the movie that's gonna leave a mark. And if other companies, if Netflix's original, I guess I could say something, not this, but the other one came out even Hunters, like I keep mentioning that shit in here. It's not supposed to be about that movie, but it's just comparison note to basically say that shit is doing so good. Not this, but that the other shit from Netflix, that shit is doing so good that people even have albums from freaking you have to watch the movie to that the bands and stuff. While here, Elio, that shit is just literally like I said, a ride of the week. Not even a ride of the week, more like a ride of the day. Like you're gonna immediately forget about it. Like I mean, like I said, like I said, the movie overall, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like I said, it was a fun ride, but overall, nothing really to remember. Nothing to really say, oh, I would want to look at this again, or oh, I would definitely want to, put this in my. Yeah, like I said, this isn't that kind of movie. Sadly, it's just because, like I said, Lilo and Stitch live action only did so well because of this nostalgia and the movie on Netflix is doing pretty damn good because it's got its own thing. But here, like I said, but Elio is just not doing what's supposed to be doing. Even Turning Red did okay actually, but yeah, I can just say yeah. I might as well end this review right now because I already made it become into a different kind of mood. That's unfortunately not good for this movie. So yeah, that's my review for Ilio. Again, if you still want to watch it, go ahead, see for yourself. Have your own thoughts on it. So, and like, subscribe, and see you guys later. Peace. I said peace.